Hi, welcome to Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes and Panning, and I'm here tonight with a different kind of video. So for those of you who are regulars to my channel, you'll know that I'm sick at the minute. So I haven't been doing a lot of makeup, and what I have been doing is watching a lot of old classic films at night and watching my box sets. Now, this is one of my all-time favourite comedy shows, and it is the Golden Girls, of course. No explanation needed there. I'm sure everybody watching is familiar with these ladies. They were just, the Golden Girls is the perfect name for them because they were absolute golden. And that show just can never be replaced. It can never be outdone. It is just, it's iconic. And I have all 7 seasons. Now, there was a extra season, and I believe it was on YouTube at one point. It was called The Golden Palace, and it was when Bea Arthur left the show. They moved from the house that they shared together and they opened a hotel, and it was set around that. And it was definitely on YouTube at one point, whether it's been taken down or not, but it'd be worth checking out if you are a fan of the Golden Girls and you haven't seen it. It isn't bad. It's certainly not nowhere near as good as the show, but I mean, unless they find a 8th season of the Golden Girls in some archive somewhere, that would be something that I've always wished for. It hasn't happened and it never will happen, but in a perfect world somebody would find one somewhere, and that would be just fantastic. So this is my box, and it's a bit the worst for wear, as you can see. Now, I bought this on the internet and it came from Germany. So the writing on the actual boxes is in German, but the discs can be played in all languages. So some of my favourite episodes would be, and I'm hoping that you leave, if you are a fan of the show, your favourite episodes in the comments down below. One of my favourite is the flu, where the ladies all get the flu. And a second one that I can think of offhand that I absolutely love is the heart attack. And that's the one where Sophia is, the ladies think, having a heart attack, which turns out to be gallbladder issues. So that is another one of my favourites. And also the episode titled We Have No Havanas, which stars Henry Darrow, who was Manolito in The High Chaparral, and he is dating both Blanche and Sophia. And that is another fantastic one. So those are 3 that I can think of off the top of my head that are up there as regards rewatched episodes. I have rewatched them all. There are 2 that I don't like, and I am in some Golden Girls fan groups on Facebook, and the general consensus by most Golden Girls fans are the same, and that is that the episode titled Mr. Terrific isn't very popular with Golden Girls fans, and the other one is Empty Nest. Both are, they would be the least 2 popular Golden Girls episodes. So over the years they had several, I'll just go through them. characters with you, just in case you aren't familiar or you haven't seen it in a while. We have Blanche, who is a widow, and she's Southern. We have Dorothy, who is a divorcee from Brooklyn, and she's a substitute school teacher. Blanche works in a museum. Then we have Rose, who was a housewife in Minnesota, and her husband died and she moved to Miami. And finally we have one of my favourite characters, who is Sophia. And Sophia is Dorothy's mother. She was in a retirement home called Shady Pines, and it burnt down, so she came to live with Dorothy in Blanche's house, where they went rent rooms. So that's basically the gist of it. Dorothy's ex-husband Stanley keeps showing up, so he is just so funny. And they have several relatives come to stay, their children, their grandchildren, their friends, ex-boyfriends, whatever. There is nothing these ladies don't get into. They sit around at night chatting and eating cheesecake and discussing the issues, and a lot of them would be related to the time that the show was on, 80s issues and early 90s issues, and there would be a lot of references from that time period, so maybe some people mightn't quite get it. And I know from the groups that a lot of younger people Google the references or the people mentioned in the show. So I'm just going to give you a rough idea of who guessed on the show. There was Julio Iglesias, Burt Reynolds, Bob Hope, there was Dick Van Dyke, there was Debbie Reynolds, there was Cesar Romero, Henry Darrow, as I said, George Clooney was in an episode. So many people over the years had guests, little guest parts, and one of the episodes actually was Quentin Tarantino, and many more. Now I will include some little pictures of who guessed on the show. Don Amici was another character who played Rose's long lost father. He turned out to be a monk, and the list is endless as to who came on the show. Also, Nancy Walker appeared as Sophia's sister, Angela, and Nancy was in Rhoda and Brenda, and Rose's boyfriend Miles was Rhoda and Brenda's father in that show also. So also Mickey Rooney and Geraldine Fitzgerald, who was an old-time actress. She was in 2 episodes of The Golden Girls, and many, many more. So as I said, I will include some pics, and if you are a Golden Girls fan / fanatic, leave in the comment section what your favourite episode was or is, or also if you would like to leave in the comment section who your favourite Golden Girl was. That would be good too, just to know. I would have to say mine would be Sophia, followed by Dorothy, followed by Blanche, followed by Rose, although it's hard to choose really, because I mean they just go together so well, all the girls. Without one there just wouldn't be a show. So but that's the order I would choose if I had to, but I'd prefer not to have to. So if you enjoyed watching what I'm going to be watching tonight, and I have been watching for the last couple of nights, and leave a little comment in the comment section. And thanks for watching. Thank you.